Hey guys, what's up? I'm Rohit Khurana, host on Intellect Digest, and if you are confused between the Lenovo A6000 and the Redmi Note 4G, I'm going to clear your confusion here. I'm going to give you a comprehensive comparison between these two and talk about everything that you need to compare on these two phones. Let's get started. First thing I'm going to compare is the display quality. They both come with a high definition 720p display, but the display size on the Redmi Note 4G is 5.5 inches, whereas on the Lenovo A6000 it's a 5-inch display. I'm going to play the same video on both of these phones to give you a fair comparison of how it looks on these two phones. In my opinion, the display quality as well as the viewing angles on both the phones are equally good. So they do really well when it comes to display quality. The display size is, however, different. You get a much larger 5.5-inch display compared to a 5-inch on the Lenovo A6000. Next, I'm going to give you a speakerphone quality test to give you an idea of how loud they are. Then we'll move to the camera test. So I'm playing same track on both of them with full volume. This is Lenovo A6000 with Dolby Digital Surround 2 speakers at rear. However, when I place it here, it tends to get muffled because there is no prominent protrusion here. Now let's play the same track on the Redmi Note 4G. It's equally loud, but there is single speaker rather than the dual speakers that you get on the Lenovo A6000. And just like the Lenovo A6000, when I place it on a surface, it also gets muffled. So when it comes to audio quality, they are both equally good. You get Dolby Digital Surround software on the Lenovo A6000 with 2 speakers, but the loudness level is almost the same on both the phones. Now let me give you a camera test. The Lenovo A6000 comes with a 2 megapixel front facing camera and an 8 megapixel rear facing camera. The Redmi Note 4G comes with 13 megapixel rear facing camera and a 5 megapixel front facing camera, which is mightier compared to what you get on the Lenovo A6000. Let me show you the results closely here. So this is a picture taken with the Lenovo A6000 and this is with the Redmi Note 4G, and as you can see, the picture quality is fairly comparable. However, there is more detailing captured because of the wider frame, slightly wider. Comparing the front facing camera shots, you can see that there is more detailing in the front facing 5 megapixel shot with a wider lens here and less area captured on the Lenovo A6000. Going by the details, the clarity of picture is higher on the 5 megapixel sensor on the Redmi Note 4G. Talking about the benchmark and performance, both phones are very close because of the similar clock speed. They both run 1.2 GHz. Quad-core CPU by Qualcomm with 410 chipset on the A6000 and 400 chipset on the Redmi Note 4G, and they are very close in terms of performance as well. However, the Redmi Note 4G comes with 2 GB of RAM compared to 1 GB of RAM that you get on the Lenovo. And there is similar internal memory of 8 GB on both of the phones, out of which you get around 5 GB of user available storage. So in terms of performance, there is not much of a difference, but if you're a gamer, having an extra gig of RAM will be surely helpful. Now let me show you the graphics benchmarks as well that we ran using the Nina Mark II. And clearly here, the Redmi Note 4G is performing better at 57.2 frames per second. But let's not go by benchmarks. Let me run same game on both of these phones and give you a quick gameplay demo so that you can compare the same on both of the phones. This phone comes with a Adreno 306 GPU and has 1 GB of RAM. I'm able to play the game, but the frame rates are not very smooth. There is slight stutter in the frames. The gameplay is smoother here. As you can see, the controls are more precise and the frame rates are more smooth. Talking about the SIM options and battery lives, you get a 2300 milliamp user removable battery on the Lenovo A6000, whereas you get a 3100 milliamp battery on the Redmi Note 4G. However, on the Redmi Note 4G you get only a single SIM option, which is a 4G LTE SIM, whereas on Lenovo A6000 you get a 4G SIM and a 2G SIM, so you get a dual SIM support. They both come with expandable memory. They both have 8GB internal memory, out of which 5GB is available to the user. In terms of battery life, they are both very good. In terms of battery life, they are very well optimized to use the battery very efficiently. So if battery life is your concern, you can pick either of the two. But if having a dual SIM phone is your concern, then Lenovo A6000 only comes with dual SIM support. The Redmi Note 4G does not have dual SIM. Talking about the software, they both run very different softwares. The Mi Note or Redmi Note comes with MIUI version 6, which we are right now updating to. This is right now running version 5, but MIUI version 6 is also very similar, slightly improved on the animations, whereas here you get the Vibe UI from Lenovo, which is also equally good, and they both are flat UIs. They both come with some cool features and supports, whereas the MIUI is more rich in terms of the functionalities and the tweaks that you can do with the phone. So if you're fond of sophisticated and powerful UI, MIUI is the one to pick. If you're fond of simple and easy to use, fast and snappy UI, the Lenovo Vibe UI will be good enough for you as well. Summing up my comparison, at 7,000 rupees, Lenovo A6000 seems to be a great value compared to the 10,000 rupees Redmi Note. However, there are benefits that Redmi Note offers you, which includes better quality front and rear facing cameras, a larger display which is good for gaming and multimedia consumption, a better amount of RAM with 2GB of RAM, which is again good for gaming. Whereas the Lenovo A6000 is small, handy, and comes with a beautiful display for one-handed usage, and for those who do not plan to play games, the Lenovo A6000 is a good phone and also comes with dual SIM support. Whereas if you're a gamer and if you want a larger screen display, if you want to watch a lot of movies and videos, in that case the Redmi Note 4G will be a better choice. However, you should keep in mind that this is not a dual SIM phone, unlike the Lenovo A6000. However, you have a third choice, which is the Eureka from Micromax, and we have done a separate video comparison between the A6000 and Eureka. I'm leaving direct link in the description section below if you want to check out that phone. If you want to pick either of these two, I'm leaving direct links to purchase them from Flipkart, so you can buy them from Flipkart at best prices. If you enjoyed watching this video comparison, don't forget to give us a thumbs up by pressing the like button below, and for latest video updates as well as comparison, don't forget to press that red subscribe button below this video. This is your host Rohit Khurana signing off. Thanks for watching.